What's going on, collective? Let's get y'all a read in real quick. Check the energy of the room out here. See what the fuck is going on out here. Damn, these motherfuckers don't want to stick. Alright, don't want to shuffle. So it seems like we got some shit to talk about with a stubborn motherfucker. There we go. Maybe it's just me. I don't know. But yeah, it seems like we got some shit to talk about. Somebody don't want the shit to come out already. One more shuffle with this deck and then we'll get into it, alright? Alright. Got that out the way. Cut these some bitches one good time. See what the fuck is going on out here. I don't know why I was guided to cut them like that, but oh well. It is what it is. You know. Okay. That's too many. Way too motherfucking many right there. I don't know what the fuck that shit is. Alright, we'll start with that right there. The Knight of Wands. Put this shit back in here. Knight of Wands. First card out. So we talking about somebody that shit, like a womanizer, somebody in a, whole ass energy, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? Knight of Wands. That motherfucker ain't tripping off of shit. What else we got? What else do you need to know for the collective? Okay, Justice. Alright, so that's something right there in itself, alright? 7 of Wands popped out. Okay. So the Knight of Wands, Justice, and the 7 of Wands. Let's go deeper. Let's just see. King of Cups. Alright. Nope, way too fucking many. I ain't taking that shit. Alright. King of Pentacles and the King of Cups. Queen of Wands. Okay, so shit, you manifesting your ass off. You can make some shit happen if you want to or need to, huh? What's this thing fell on the floor? Knight of Swords. 8 of Cups. Moving on fast, whatever the fuck shit may be. Ooh, something flipped over. What's that? The Wheel of Fortune. Alright. Hold on. Alright, I'm back. Alright. Knight of Wands to Justice. 7 of Wands. King of Cups. King of Pentacles. Queen of Wands. Knight of Swords, 8 of Cups, Wheel of Fortune. Where my deck go? Okay, here we go. Let's get 2 more. Just gonna go through this real quick. Alright, so what's on the bottom of the deck? The Magician and the Hangman. Alright. So, Knight of Wands, King of Cups, Knight of Swords, Justice to the King of Pentacles, 8 of Cups, 7 of Wands, Queen of Wands, Wheel of Fortune. And on the bottom of that, you got the 10 of Wands. My bad, y'all. Just trying to contemplate over the cards for a minute. Alright, so Knight of Wands, Justice, 7 of Swords. Shit. Somebody was in like I said, in their whole ass energy. But that was maybe justice or what they thought was justice in their mind at the time. And it might have caused some conflict because that person might have been in a fucking relationship. Or maybe you've been in a relationship. You was in a relationship at that time. Using your King of Cups ass energy. Now you're trying, become this King of Cups in the present moment. And in the future, you're going to be in your Queen of Wands energy. So you're getting your money together so that you can manifest whatever the fuck you want. And the King of Cups saying that shit basically coming from your heart. This is like, King of Cups is like emotionally an intelligent person. You know, Pisces kind of energy, just a loving type of nurturing type of, you know, male figure, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? But the King of Pentacles, you know, that's somebody that's like really focused on their money, getting their stability together. You know, that type of shit. But then the Queen of Wands is kind of like this magician card over here, because you can kind of manifest whatever the fuck you want at that point in time, even though it's a feminine energy. But as we all know, the feminine energy is stronger than the masculine energy. So then you got Knight of Swords, Eight of Cups, Wheel of Fortune. With that, you did something in a fucking hurry. You got the fuck out of something in a hurry because it obviously wasn't serving your highest purpose. Then you got Eight of Cups to the Wheel of Fortune. Shit, basically the wheel done motherfucking turned in your favor. Especially with the Magician and the Hangman out here. Or the wheel had to turn. Spirit motherfucking spent this wheel for your ass, basically. So that you can get in your magician ass energy and get these spiritual downloads, or you following the divine. Let me just say that. The wheel had to turn so that your ass can turn within and start getting these messages from the divine. I know the Eight of Wands ain't out here right now, but that's just kind of what I'm getting. So let's just throw a little bit more tarot on this bitch, and then we'll see what's going on from there. I know that was ugly as fuck, but hey, it is what it is. Alright, alright, so why is the Knight of Wands out here? Why was somebody in Knight of Wands ass energy? That's one on the floor, Two of Pentacles, because the motherfucker was juggling and shit like that, and then you got the Empress. Alright, so Queen of Wands, I said, shit. Knight of Wands, you was in your motherfucking Thotimus Prime ass energy, because goddamn it, you knew you could have whatever the fuck you wanted. Maybe you didn't have balance with this Empress. Or maybe you was looking to balance things out and find the Empress. You know what I'm saying? You might have had some shit going on at the crib. You know, like people will always be, you know, thinking that, you know, men just cheat because they dogs. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, if you ain't getting what the fuck you need from the crib, why the fuck you finna sit there with blue balls and your bitch ain't even giving it up? You know what I'm saying? Like, that don't make no sense. Justice, you know what I'm saying? Six of Pentacles, you know, like, even give and take. Alright, Ten of Cups. Justice. You're getting even give and take, and that's bringing you happiness. Divine giving you what you need. Okay, we got two of them that came on, so we're going to see what that is. That's the Lovers, yep. And the Magician. So what that's giving me, you happy. Your justice is you being happy because you called in a lover. You manifested in a lover that's bringing you happiness and even give and take. Y'all able to pour into each other. So why is the Seven of Swords out here then? What we got for the Seven of Swords? Okay, seven. Damn. Seven of Wands and the Seven of Swords. So 7, 7. It's some type of divine shit going on with 7. That's like kind of like marriage and partnership, so to speak. But hey, it is what it is. Alright, so 7 of Wands. Why was you having to defend yourself? Because you knew a motherfucker was being sneaky. And it was some karmic ass shit that you had to move on from with the Justice and the Six of Swords. You had to move on from this shit. So why is King of Cups out here then? What the fuck is going on with this King of Cups? 3 of Cups? Your ass is working. Somebody was working with somebody else. 10 of Pentacles. Yeah. Somebody working with somebody else to try to get a motherfucking come up. 2 cards fell on the floor. Let's see what they are. Yeah. That's why the fuck the motherfucker had to get the fuck up out of there to get their victory and success. Yeah. You start working with the universe to receive your motherfucking 10 of Pentacles, which put your ass on this chariot so that you can get your victory and success. And 10 of motherfucking cups on the bottom of the deck. I don't know if y'all can. There you go. 10 of cups on the bottom. So why is King of Pentacles out here? What's going on with this King of Pentacles? Why do we have King of Pentacles out here? 7 of Pentacles. Something else just flew on the floor. 8 of Pentacles. Cool, cool, cool. Alright. And then you got, fuck it, that's 2. We'll take those. 7 and 8 of Swords and the 5 of Swords. King of Pentacles to the 7 of Pentacles and the 8 of Pentacles. Your hard work is starting to pay off. Your hard work is starting to pay off. Because you walked away from all this conflict. And this 8 of Swords, like you just minding your own fucking business. With this 8 of Swords card, to me, this somebody that they know goddamn well. This person in this card, this woman in this card, know damn well that the fucking, it's all kind of shit going on around her, right? It's all kind of illusions, all kind of just chaos. You know what I'm saying? So she pretty much in the blindfold and binded by all the bullshit, but she could easily get the fuck out of that. You know what I'm saying? So you could easily get the hell out this situation if you just mind your own fucking business. There's a path in front of her. It might be muddy. You know, there's a little stream right there. You know, it might be fucked up. You know, because wherever there's conflict, you most definitely can get, you know, murky waters, right? So with that being said, you can get out this situation. It's just up to you. And you probably put the blindfold on your head because you like, you know, this shit might not be my damn business. I need to probably just chill the fuck out and mind my own business. And that's why you got this blindfold on with all this chaos around you, because you just minding your own fucking business. You can get out of it whenever the fuck you want to. You kind of might like the motherfucking gossip or, you know, the bullshit, whatever the fuck you want to call that shit. You know, you might like it, so to speak. But at the end of the day, you can get out that shit as soon, like as quick as you got in that shit. Why is Queen of Wands out here? What is this Queen of Wands? Who is the Queen of Wands? Another fucking Queen of Swords. Okay. Okay, damn. Alright, Page of Pentacles on the bottom of that. See what we got here. Alright, so Queen of Swords, somebody that's standing in their truth, honest person. Page of Cups, you're doing some introspection, you know what I'm saying, looking within. You know, you're running around with this childlike innocence, youthfulness about yourself, but you're using your intuition. That's a Pisces card. Alright, so then we got the 3 of Pentacles. You know what I'm saying? You in apprenticeship, you working on something, you know what I'm saying? And this Knight of Cups, it's kind of, you working on something, is, you know, you learning a lot as much as you can about it, but it's kind of slow moving, you know. Maybe it could be a love offer with this Knight of Cups out here as well, you know what I'm saying? So, romantic proposals. Do you want it? With the Knight of Swords out here, is this something that you want? Because it's coming in fast, or it's here. That's what I could say. And you got the fucking Death card to the 4 of Wands. Damn. So you had to put a death to something in the Hierophant, which means you definitely fucking knew you had to do that shit. 2 major arcanas in the same little set. Goddamn. What the fuck is this? I fell on the floor. The 10 of Swords. You knew a motherfucker was trying to 10 of Swords your ass. So you had to transform, get on the right path with this 4 of Wands out here, which is basically 11-11. You on the right path. You had to get on the right path. You know what I'm saying? After some heartache, probably. You know what I'm saying? 10 of Swords talks about like death and transformation. Whether this was family or a lover, you know, you had to transform. And shit, you went about that shit. I want to say it, the card says in a traditional way, but you probably went about that shit unconventional. You know what I'm saying? Because you probably wasn't even paying attention. You just was doing what Spirit told you to do. You was just being led to go in and work on yourself or transform after this 10 of fucking Swords. On the bottom of the deck, you got 10 of Pentacles, and that will put you in your King of Pentacles. That's what put you in your King of Pentacles energy, so that you can get about that situation or have more confidence to move the fuck on. As long as you was broke, you probably weren't gonna do shit. 8 of Cups is a 7 of Wands. There's a card that fell on the floor, which is 3 of, right. Man, I almost want to put this 3 of Swords over here, right with that motherfucking 10 of Swords, because that's what I just said. But since it came out first, 8 of Cups, moving on from a heartache. You tired of motherfucking standing your ground with a motherfucker, arguing and fighting with these motherfuckers, because you know what the fuck it is. People lying in your face, talking all that old fuck ass shit. Look, and that's a motherfucking Ace of Swords. All you wanted was the goddamn truth. You probably would have been left the shit alone. Motherfucker want to be all, toxic and shit. Want to argue with you or speed you lies. And, 7 of Cups should be the fuck out here, but I ain't seen it yet. But I'm pretty sure that's what the fuck was going on. Somebody was feeding you all kind of fucking illusions. You just wanted the clarity. You know what I'm saying? You tired of explaining. But anyway, 3 of Swords, it's a heartache you had to go through. And, you moved the fuck on. So why is the Wheel of Fortune out here? What is the wheel about? Because you ain't your 9 of Pentacles ass energy, loving on your goddamn self. That's what done changed. You said fuck all that and you got in your own energy. Instead of trying to build with another motherfucker, you like, fuck that. I don't know what that is, but that's the 8 of Wands. That's the communication. Yep. You receive communication to go in and balance your damn energy out. Temperance to the 8 of Wands. Yeah, you had to. King of Swords on the bottom of the deck. You feel me? You had to. You had to create some type of structure, balance in your life so that you can get past all this bullshit that was going on around you. All these fucking illusions a motherfucker was trying to feed you. That's what that was. Yeah. But you made it out of it. You know what I'm saying? Now you got the Magician. Now you can have whatever the fuck you want to. If you just stay to yourself. That's what I'm getting with this Hangman and this Magician. But we're going to clarify it for sure. Just for the hell of it. You know? Boom, boom. Get these up. Alright. So why is the Magician and the Hangman out here? I'm just going to shuffle these one more again. Why is the Magician out here? 6 of Cups. Knight of Swords. You got to pass. Ooh, 5 of Pentacles, 6 of Cups to the Knight of Swords. So somebody that you had a past life connection with, an ex, somebody is basically in spiritual poverty, and this shit happening right now. 5 of Pentacles to the 6 of Cups to the Knight of Swords. Yeah, that shit happening fast. Yeah. So whatever fucking energy they try to put you in, that shit finna come right back on their ass. The Hangman. Why is the Hangman out there? Give me something on this Hangman. Let me shuffle these bitches one time, because they ain't falling out like I want them to. And energy ain't kicking ass like, oh, there we go. What's that? Yeah, Hangman, because you're receiving messages from the divine. And sit your ass down, chill the fuck out. And what I say, with the High Priestess out there, sit your ass down, receive these motherfucking messages, because we working on you. Because we working on you. My favorite card, the fucking Hierophant. Yep, because there's some shit that you supposed to be doing, and that shit gonna balance you out. 8 of Pentacles on the bottom. It's gonna take work. It's gonna take work. But hey, you built for it. You built for it. You got this. Just keep going forward. And that was your read. Y'all have a good one.